verify my formula.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Off we go! Yeah! Adventure time! Off we go!
Is this an answer from this world?
Halo, selamat datang di RRS Gaming. Jangan lupa di subscribe dan di like. Dan kalau mau donasi silahkan di deskripsi. Dan kalau cuma sekedar nonton aja, sok silahkan saja. Jangan lupa dibagikan ya, di share-share.
Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby. Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way. Takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? All right, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh, right. This method does seem a bit unsafe. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Oh, terima kasih like-nya, bro. Sini kan. Terus piye caranya? Pergi ke area.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Let's light it up! Off we go! Tactical! Yeah! Retreat!
Take the target alive!
Let's light it up!
Attack!
Wind blade!
Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Let's light it up!
Attack! Take this!
Get out of here! Out of the way! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Take the target alive!
Come a little closer.
Let the triad! Beaten! Huh?
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs of...
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are...
We're invited guests here to look for the Lyra Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuhong of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guest, yes? Didn't expect.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianhang Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuhong, might you have any idea why Lady Tian...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the Savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you mean their sanctimonious arrogance, don't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus, under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a... Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. I'll say it plain. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restricted. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of it, how surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, that woman would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti is long past. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way to the cream of Liyue's mercantile crop. I'll see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with me.
Favor? But... Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor, find a guide to the Yuehai Pavilion, and, well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuhong may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka.
Boom saka.
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Okay.
at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one. Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
There's no end to this.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange the...
Aw, it was nothing.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Langsung fokus ke misi. Terima kasih like-nya.
Adventure time!
jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations too.
Ooh. Whew! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang. Feel free to take out
Balik lagi, ya Allah. Oh enggak. Yun.
According to
Yun,
Kuchin,
yun.
this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete.
Saripah mengucapkan hai. Hei Saripah. Selamat malam Saripah.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Whoa! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather, if possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching, you'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then, well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. And with Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one. Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Sigil of permission, something, Fatui, research, copy. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on the...
Shit, jauh. Jauh. Oh, terima kasih like-nya. Siapa itu? Jangan lupa di subscribe ya guys. Satu, dua.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
It's time for a flash freeze.
Windblade!
It's always time. Let's do this quickly.
Let's light it up!
It's no problem.
Everybody stand back!
That's it.
Let's light it up!
Let's do this quickly.
Let's light it up! Here we go! Let's light it up! Fancy that? Let's light it up! You're in for a little shock.
Quiet.
Windblade!
Should get careless. Through. This should be fun.
before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Shang. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go, Paimon!
On time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than him.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she...
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth...
Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her, then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Eugene Terrace have some? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask
glaze lilies have all been gardened by people. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand Carolina?
Whoa.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately,
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But yes, now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first seven. The other five, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current seven Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas this means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lip?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear...
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Haris, halo. Sorry, lagi fokus nge-game tadi, Haris. Ya. Halo, Kak. Ya, Haris. Fokus baca ceritanya tadi loh. Lagi sibuk ngapain nih, Haris?
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
Oh, makasih
You're the
like-nya.
consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times.
The Adepti of Jueyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside this. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qiseng. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position.
Surely the Liyue Qiseng are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let...
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides?
Kak, selesainya jam
Or
berapa?
will you use your sword to turn the balance?
Jam berapa ya?
Neither path is an easy
Kemungkinan
one.
kalau bisa nyampe setengah 10 lebih
Oh, by the way,
dikit lah.
Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all.
Things are taking
Karena
a
besok
turn for the
pagi
worse.
akunya juga mau pergi
I'm afraid I must leave
nganterin
now
adik
to
ipar
handle
buat
things back
jalan-jalan.
at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Oh ya, ini
Having
Haris ini
connections
orang
with
mana
the
sih?
Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Apakah akan melawan Cilde? Oke. Pokoknya harus aku yang jadi nomor 1. Maksudnya gimana, Bu? Nomor 1 gimana? Ini lewat sini ya. Itu jumlah XP-nya. Wow, alah. Terima kasih buat semangatnya, Haris. Yanagi Malikata. Hai. Selamat malam. Wah, ini nih harus ngelawan Cilde gak ya? Oke, Golden House. Semuanya penuh kan? Oke, sip. Perlengkapan, makan makanan cukup lah ya. Oke. Agak susah nih ntar di Golden House. Semoga lancar ya. Minum dulu air putih. Kebalik. Ayo nonton di sini. Nonton apa, Bro? Haris.
from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
Oke.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap. Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like, oh, right, back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important
Oke,
as
nggak apa-apa.
Look,
Makasih like-nya tadi.
what happened here? Uh-oh, Paimon smells trouble.
Dah, bye. Ya, selamat tidur, Haris.
Quick, we have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Wah, ini sulit. Musuh yang cukup sulit ini, Cilde. Oh, siap-siap
You've
tangan.
already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that if it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony
Diser-ser
you
dong,
put
guys.
together,
Habis ini mau
it would have
ngelawan
taken me a
musuh
whole lot
cukup
longer
berat
to
ini
get the
kayaknya.
information on stopping the more immense,
Di love ya.
hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
Siapa yang bisa
The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you.
Oke.
The battle.
Oke, sip.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Oh shit. Yo, gas.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Poor timing. Poor timing.
Let's light it up!
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Don't be such a brute.
Right.
So,
Not bad. Your
Kak, aku
swordsmanship is
nggak
quite
boleh
impressive.
lihat HP kalau selain Sabtu Minggu.
But
Jadi
that's
ketemu
about
minggu
as
lagi
far
ya,
as
Kak.
you'll get.
Oke, hai. Pas juga aku biasanya kalau live, kalau nggak hari libur juga kok. Dan kalau misal live di hari Senin atau
Didn't
Selasa
think you had that
itu
card hidden up your sleeve.
akhirnya sedang libur kerja
Get close to the Exuvia!
atau nggak lagi nyantai
Quiet
gitu.
down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit you've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's gnosis now. I see. Well, this is
Kak, aku
most
nggak boleh lihat
unexpected.
tapi kecuali Sabtu Minggu.
You beat me to it, didn't you?
Dulu aku juga gitu kak. Lina mengucapkan hai Lina, ayo. Kata dia, sulit nih. Fokus. Cukup sulit.
This is going to cost you.
Sulit nih, bener.
You got to the noses ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the gold medals to me on purpose? And the nose is over now. Don't make me take it from you.
Will you take it?
Masih ada perubahan ya?
You win.
Kayaknya
And so you lose.
masih ada perubahan nggak ya? Enggak kayaknya. Haris, Kak, ya. Kak, aku nggak boleh lihat HP kecuali Sabtu Minggu. Ketemu Sabtu Minggu, Kak. Ya, Sabtu Minggu aku usahain buat live ya. Kalau misal akunya libur,
Child's back to normal again!
pasti kok Sabtu atau Minggu
Well
kalau
then,
misal nggak ada
time to cool off.
kegiatan gitu,
It
akunya
seems
pasti
the
live
burden
kok.
of the foul
Jadi
legacy
tenang aja.
transformation was too great for my body.
Ya Nagi
I lacked the
Malikata,
opportunity to think this through.
Kak, aku baru main game ini. Sama aku juga
And now
baru
that I
Kak.
consider the matter more carefully,
Main aja
you never
adventure-nya
had
baru
any chance of
35
beating me
aku.
to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis.
Dan saranku kalau
matter
mau
where it had been taken.
baru-baru main game Genshin awal, jangan skip cerita, banyak-banyakin explore, ambil
That's
semua
what
item
we've
yang
been
bisa
trying to
diambil gitu.
tell you! We didn't take it!
Haris, assalamualaikum, dadah kak, boleh ada yang nggak boleh ada yang salib aku ya? Oke, ya.
Your show of ability today
Ya semoga
far
aja nggak ada
surpasses
yang
that of
nyalip.
Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes.
Dan lagi Malikata. Oh, oke kak.
But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity.
Ups, kesalip. Kak, apa nama gamenya? Genshin Impact. Cari aja di Play Store.
This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a
Dan
friend.
kalau bisa
Even if our
Genshin Impact,
friendship can only be shown in battle
Aris.
against one another.
Genshin Impact.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons.
Dan ini juga bisa co-op loh. Aris, halah, aku marah. Waduh, jangan marah dong.
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
Iya lagi malah. Hehehe. Waduh.
What? So you mean that
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least.
Lina, kak, nanti pas lawan naga di Jet Chamber usahain bunuh Fatui cepet.
It seems that the guardian
Aku dulu
deity
sih
of the
juga
capital
pernah
of
nyampe
commerce
situ.
is also well versed in little
Aku
maneuvers
dulu tuh
beyond the
punya,
boundaries of contracts.
aku juga Genshin udah nyampe ke Inazuma, tapi nggak tahu,
As
lupa aku
such,
itunya
we must
akunnya.
now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
Jadinya ya awal
I
lagi
had
lah.
hoped it would never come to this,
Mulai
for
dari
the
awal
weak
lagi.
will be swept away in the process.
Dulu sempet nyampe Inazuma, bener.
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their
Lina,
vegetables
jangan lupa di
sometime.
subscribe dong. Dan di like-nya, love-nya juga.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has if such an ancient god were to be
Oh iya,
unleashed
besok
upon Liyue
pagi.
Harbor,
Apa itu?
defenseless without the protection of its
Apaan, Kak?
deity.
Ya main bareng. Istilahnya main di duniaku nih. Kamunya ikut ke duniaku gitu, bisa main ke duniamu juga bisa gitu. Nyelesain
Do you
misi-misi
think
yang
the
bisa
cunning Rex Lapis would just stand
buat
aloof
berdua
and watch
gitu.
the ensuing destruction?
But
Bertiga kayaknya juga bisa
war
dah.
ended 2,000 years ago.
Tapi belum pernah
How
aku coba
could
sih.
an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Salah satu
Simple.
subscriberku
I've
dulu
already
pernah
prepared
bantu aku
means
tuh.
to awaken it.
Dari Aceh dia.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh,
Bantuin
Paimon
aku buat
remembers now.
nyelesain beberapa
The
misi
Fatui have been
gitu.
researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles.
Co-op tuh main bareng pokoknya. Mabar lah
Knowing that
istilahnya.
such an action will not
Itu.
only force the
Jangan
Geo-Archon
lagi
to show its
Malikata.
hand, but you as well. That makes matters a little more intriguing.
Bisa bro, bisa. Pas Inazuma waktu ngelawan Raiden Shogun kedua kalinya hindarin arah serangannya secepat mungkin. Dulu aku juga pernah lawan itu. Tapi ya nggak tahu habis itu kan udah jarang main lagi tuh, mau buka lagi loh kok akunnya nggak balik lagi gitu loh. Tapi ya dalam keadaan ganti HP sih itu kayaknya dulu. Tapi ya nggak apa-apa lah istilahnya.
Let's see.
Biar para
Will the
subscriber
nation
tahu
that has
dari
lost its
awal
deity be swallowed up by an
cerita
ancient
Genshin
malice
dan
once
sampai
more?
akhir ntar.
If you wish to drown together with the people of Lyra, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
He's
Oh iya
already
ini kan
gone.
udah ke Genshin 41 ya, Genshin Impact 41 aku live-nya.
What's going on?
Dan kalau mau nonton dari awal ada juga di live, video live, bisa mampir-mampir di situ juga. Melelahkan lawan ini,
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chisi. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi-Sing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did
Kalau nggak
craft
salah,
the
Shinora
Guizhong
mati di
Ballista with one's
Inazuma.
own hands is here.
Wah, kayaknya lo ya. Lupa aku juga.
For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms?
Ya ntar dilihat dulu kalau udah nyampe
It
sana.
would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest
Bener-bener
thoughts.
salah satu karakter yang bikin sebel tuh. Sinyora.
I suppose so be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it.
Lina, Kak, live-nya sampai jam berapa? Semoga aja bisa sampai
We
setengah
haven't a
10 ya.
moment to spare. Our battle begins
Setengah 10
now.
lebih. Dikit. Dan besok kalau nggak ngantuk habis subuh lah. Habis subuh ngelas lagi. Sampai jam 7-an. Habis itu aku mau ada kegiatan ini. Setengah 10 lebih, dan besok pagi kalau misal nggak males dan nggak kesiangan juga bangunnya, habis subuh live lagi buat main lagi. Makanya jangan lupa di subscribe, nyalakan notifikasi biar tahu kalau misalnya aku lagi live, bisa langsung tuh ada notifikasinya tuh.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Glacian Ballista!
Berat. Wah, beberapa ulti udah aku keluarin loh ya.
The three Adepti are manning the Quajon Ballista.
Wah, langsung penuh.
Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All Milliliths who are able to me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Kalau terlalu dekat nggak bisa kelihatan di sini.
Looks like
You're in for a little shock.
That is Osial's divine power. Be careful not to get hit.
Kok langsung gitu, Sik, mangan sik bro. Mangan sik. Menghidupkan kembali. Ojo eman-eman. Sik, mangan sik bro. Sik. Meningkatkan ini baiklah yo. Yo, guys.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
This is it.
Dancing guards attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time giant cars! Wow! It's a Medicaid shockwave! This granny's really strong!
You're in for a little shock.
Looks like I got too far.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and
Fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my
Live-nya
power
setiap hari
and
kah?
run as I do.
Enggak, live-nya enggak setiap hari.
We're going too fast.
Cara topnya gimana? Ntar aku kasih tahu. Di sini. Tuh. Tapi kayaknya untuk saat ini belum sabar.
Then perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use that in battle.
Come a little closer.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? Ratatouille's numbers are thinning.
Why not, Calvin? Once we finish this battle, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Setiap hari kan enggak kelasnya enggak setiap hari. Pokoknya kalau aku libur kerja dan nggak ada kegiatan gitu. Scene yang bikin aku kangen itu.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, Lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Bahasnya doang. Akhirnya.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the
Lina,
defense of
Kak,
Liyue
nanti di
means much
Northland
to her.
ada perang besar.
To me, such cooperation and sacrifice
Di
deserves at
Northland.
least some recognition, don't you agree?
Oke, ntar
Well, I was really hoping you would
Kita
say that
bertahap ya,
such sacrifice could at
buat
least be used
menyelesaikannya.
as some leverage in our negotiations.
Mungkin habis ini aku mau ke Ascension buat ningkatin level
Thank you
dunianya.
all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But
Oh,
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Bentar, habis ini. Kalau misal nggak ada gimana harusnya bisa.
Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we...
Dan aku juga pernah
Weren't you
sama
frightened,
orang
dear?
Aceh.
It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid.
Duit
All the strong
berapa?
Millilith guards
Apa itu
were
duit?
there, and those powerful heroes with
Duit
their visions were there.
murahnya.
Everyone was there. When danger is
Duit
near,
itu apa?
everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make
Duitnya.
fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern ride.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest blade we have the Adeptilus rite of parting that
Besok
we're
pagi
organizing?
kalau besok pagi habis subuh
No
lah.
idea where Zhongli's
Kalau misal
going.
nggak kesiangan
Let's
akunya
ask for him
live
at
lagi kok.
Wangshem Funeral Parlor.
Oh iya tadi buat ada yang tanya buat koopnya ya, ada di sini loh. Nah. Mode koop. Jadi aku bisa masuk ke dunia-dunia yang di sini gitu. Nah, namanya apa kak? Namanya yang di itu kan ada map, terus ada tiga item tuh yang di tengah. Ben Boza itu siapa ini? Ben Boza ini siapa ini? Ben Boza bukan nama karakter kakak. Oh nama karakter. Kalau itu di mana ya? Bentar, aku cari dulu. Oh ini witnya. Oh wit. Aku kira duit. Oh ya buat tadi yang nanyain wit, ini loh bisa disalin nih. Bisa langsung ke pertemanan, tapi ya tunjukin dulu ya itunya buat nama karakter kalian siapa. Ntar aku confirm lah istilahnya. Buat karakter kakak ini udah ada namanya, Rian. Oke. Tapi ya aku kasih tahu dulu buat karakter kalian yang mau pertemanan. Jadi kapan-kapan kalau misal bisa koop, silahkan saja langsung masuk ke duniaku gitu. Nah, si Rehan ini dulu sempat bantuin aku di awal-awal nih. Tuh, oke. Udah ngerti kan? Oke, kita nyari Zhongli dulu. Zhongli di mana Zhongli? Termasuk
anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests. We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here? Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank. Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay. Feel free to take a look around. New stock at Cigarette Tees. Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in. Where's Master Khan this time? You'll have a blast.
Okay.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? Oh, it seems that...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you! You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
Ya. Semangat dong.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiel? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyra goes into an uproar.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I found it. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age. I decided, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The gnosis which I had kept for so many years suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under—
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing that I had not anticipated. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
But as Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Oke, mungkin udah ya buat live hari ini. Lanjut besok pagi kalau misal nggak kesiangan. Terima kasih yang udah subscribe, terima kasih yang udah like. Oke, aku cabut.